if it's recording, it just has to be in the video. Fuck, I was gonna do something else before we got started, but I can't remember. Okay.
Fun.
Yes. It's gonna be so hard to be serious.
With us as besties, yeah, it's gonna be really hard.
So, for our audience, aka my mom and maybe your mom, what
Our
is your
biggest
name?
fans.
What's your nombre?
Sorry. Mi nombre es Katrina.
Yes, keep introducing yourself because I'm walking over to do the thing I remembered I was gonna do.
Oh, I have to tell the people a little about myself.
I was just going to get him to join.
Oh God. Michael Myers is back again.
I know, thank God. Hopefully it's better than the last one, huh?
Wait, they're actually making another one?
No, I'm just
Oh, I
saying.
was about to say, I'm like, I didn't hear that, but I would love to see that.
Me too. I just want a whole redo of that because that sucked. But anyway.
I like the story, but like the ending kind of was just like anticlimactic.
And there wasn't really much of Michael Myers, if you can remember.
Yeah, because it was focused on that one kid that accidentally killed the other kid.
Yeah, the CC. I'm surprised you remember that. Corey Cunningham.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I think I only saw the movie once.
I've seen it more times than I care to admit.
No judgment.
Because it
No
really
judgment.
wasn't that good. It just seemed like it was going to head in a different direction than it went at the end of like Halloween Kills, because that took place that same night, like as a 2018 one, and it was just like major Michael Myers, like just slashing everybody, and it was less like about like a story and more like of a just like a super slasher where he's just killing and cutting up everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and so it just seemed like at the end when Michael's like breathing on the phone after he killed Lori's daughter, and she was a Karen, literally, her name was Karen. And then she was like, "I'm coming for you, Michael." And then in the next one, she's making a fucking pumpkin pie 4 years later, and she's living in like a house that's normal, and she's no longer afraid. When she went 40 years and she lived in that fortress where she had like security, you know, and then she gets attacked, and then like 2 years later she's just living in a little grandma house making cookies and shit. It's like, really?
That sounds luxurious, actually.
Jamie Lee fucking Curtis, I swear. I think that she puts her finger in the pie a little too much in the movies where they give her a little too much creative freedom. You know, she's a really good actress, but like she inserts too much of her I'm gonna sound like Trump right now, but too much of her like little woke stuff.
Oh my God.
not like
No.
not like woke, you know, because I'm definitely not like, oh my God, I couldn't hate that guy any more than I do. But this isn't about politics, but no, it's just like she just inserts so much about like, oh, feeling, or like, oh, the look in Corey's eyes reminded me of Michael. And it's like, come on. Like she's like putting too much like thought into it. Like it's a slasher movie. It shouldn't be like so dramatic, you know? Like, was there any like emotional like breakdowns, or like Lori like, oh my God, I have to make it through. Oh my God, he has the eyes of Michael. And it's like, no,
You're like,
like it's either Michael or it's not.
bitch, calm down.
Like, I wouldn't like meet someone on the street and like know them for 3 days and be like, oh, that's the eyes of the monster that killed me that one night. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll have to bleep that word out. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know.
Oh, so you could like edit this like afterwards?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I was like, please bleep that or take that part out.
Well, anyway, let's restart. No, just kidding. No, okay.
Like, yo, I'm just kidding.
No, I'll bleep something out. I can remove whatever word I want.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I could add in like poop or something, you know. But anyway, so Halloween Ends wasn't that great, but Halloween Kills was more like matter of fact, like stabby, like fun joyride, you know. And then Halloween Ends was just like, first of all, way too long. If you can remember, it was like 2 freaking hours long.
Yeah, I feel like since that's like the last one in the series, they wanted to prolong it to get as much money as they can out of it.
Yeah.
They're squeezing it.
I just think it would have worked out so much better if they continued with that same night, you know, because they did it in the first two movies. The third one, if you're gonna do something weird, you should probably make it the first movie and not the last, you
Yeah, that
know,
sounds right.
and then follow like a trajectory, especially if you're gonna put things like at the end where it's like, I'm coming for you. And she's like walking down that hospital, hallway with a knife in her hand. And it
Hmm.
looks like she's going straight over to Michael and she's gonna, poke him with a knife. So, yeah, and you kind of expected it to pop up there, but no. The next time you see footage of Halloween, it's like some little rude ass little boy who's like, I don't want a boy babysitter. He's like, I'm 21, I don't get scared. And the little shit locks him in the room. And that was so set up to like, I can't believe I didn't see that coming because the stairs, like, it showed like how high up the fall was. And oh my God. And when that door hit the little kid, I was so happy. I was so happy. I was like, get him out of here. I don't like him.
Yeah, that was pretty great. I need to watch that again, actually,
And
or that
then
particular scene.
it looked real though. Like it kind of shook me when his little head bounced off like the floor.
Sorry. It's I think my sister saw it or something, and then she like completely lost her shit at that part.
She cried.
Dude, no, she just
It
started
was just like,
laughing.
donk.
Oh man.
Seriously, it was like Miley Cyrus's like that jack or that hammer thing in Wrecking Ball. It was just like boom,
Boom. Oh
boom.
man.
Yeah, so that was ridiculous.
It
But
was very uh comical.
comedical.
Apparently I can't speak English.
Yeah, so there's always that. Which one was your favorite out of the three? I have a hard time choosing between the 2018 one and the Kills one.
No, because we saw the last
Two.
two. No, why do I keep thinking of Scream and
Yeah,
not Halloween?
yeah. Halloween we saw together, Kills and Animals.
I just have to say the first one's my favorite because it's like that classic,
Yeah,
you know, thing.
like the Michael Myers and Laurie story. And it definitely was a lot like the old movies, just set in modern day.
Yeah, it just gives like a different vibe to like watch it with the movie because like
Uh-huh.
that's yeah, it's a movie called Halloween and it just
And
gives
it's
that like
supposed to be
comfort of
scary.
Halloween.
The
Yeah, it
whole
gives
the
you
whole
like
s- like the score of the movie is supposed to be like down down. It's supposed to be like scary and like big room and like all kinds of noises and shit like that, not somber music the whole time. Like I saw the look in his eyes.
yeah, you can't replicate like movies like that
No.
and like, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger like at that time it was just like so different.
Yeah.
And now it's just like no originality.
And it's like, why are you gonna make a Halloween movie but not include fucking Michael Myers? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but it's like literally, I think maybe he has like less than like 15 minutes of like screen time in that whole entire movie. It's like, I don't want to watch Corey Cunningham go around and, beat up his like little bullies that were in the marching band. And like, I want to watch Michael Myers like rip the shreds off of those kids.
I was a marching band kid.
These ones were douches. Like your marching band was probably full of like friendly, like little gentle nerds or like ROTC kids or something. Like it wasn't full of like, oh, why don't you go get us some beers? Oh, you say no? How about we just beat you up then? And then like they stalk him all over town. Like, get over it. He didn't fucking buy you any beer.
How dare he? How dare he?
Right. How dare he break the law? And it's like he was supposed to be what, like 20 something years old, and it's like you're gonna let the marching band like come up at you and like, you know, make you go so crazy that you're gonna start killing everyone. It's like, come on.
Yeah, he I don't even know how to describe it, like, because I haven't seen it in so long. Because I think
And
you and I
remember
went to
they
see that, right?
yeah, and that was, like, oh my god, like, 3 years ago already.
I think that was the
Twen
time that, like, I spent the night at your apartment, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because there was, like, we went to the American Authors concert beforehand, and
Mhm.
then we were gonna see the movie together the next day anyway, and I was just like, "That's, like, a lot of gas," you know?
Yeah,
So I'm like, "Can I just stay the night?" And we just hung out.
and we all know that we have enough gas. I'm
Like,
just kidding. We don't need to use any more.
save the earth.
Right.
Save the earth.
Mhm. And my toilet.
We did have Taco Bell that night too, so and we attempted watching the walking in the, bridge, but it then started raining, and I was like, "Hell no."
I was like, "What movie is that?"
Oh, no,
Walking
I
in the
was
bridge.
because you said you wanted this a part, like, of our adventures too, and I was like, "Hey,
Mhm.
remember when we did this and this and this leading up to the movie?"
Yes, I know. Our
You know?
hearts and our farts are in San Francisco.
D, all the above.
Well, I tend not to fart because there's lots of gays around and I know they'll judge, so I try not to. Besides, I don't want them to know that my butthole isn't that loose.
You're gonna have to cut that part out, dude. Oh my gosh.
Will I? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. I probably will.
Oh, probably. How long does it take you to, like, edit this stuff?
It depends on how much I mess up.
You're like,
Yeah.
revert to original.
Yesterday, oh yeah. Yesterday was so bad and there's no other person to like there's no one to tell a joke to because it's like, or like interact with or have banter. And it was like hard to not just read from a script.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's easier when there's like somebody else, especially when you're like that, like close to somebody. Speaking of that, how did we meet? Let's say it. One, two, three.
Bitch, just be
Bed
bonkers.
Bag,
Just
Bed
be
Bath,
bonkers.
and Beyonce.
Yeah,
We
when like
survived.
this I started in, oh God,
The
April or
fourth be
May
with you.
of 20, no, when did I start? 2016? Then I ended in 2022. I was there
Yeah,
a long time.
I was 2020 to 2023. I would have stayed longer, but I think I was like 8 days short of 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that was like the longest job that I ever had.
Where I'm working now, it's probably I'm getting close because I'm coming up on 4 years in January.
Well, I mean, you still got like 3 years to go until, because from 2016 to 2022, isn't that like, I was gonna say 8 years, no, it's 6 years.
Five and a half years.
Yeah,
And then
wow.
January of 2022, January of 2026, it would be 4 years.
I don't know how you do that, but you must be a different personality type than me. I just did an assessment for school and it told me, first of all, I was really offended. It told me one of my career choices should have been a grocery bagger clerk.
Oh my God, how rude. You
Right?
can't,
It was
no
either
more
that
for
or
that.
horticulture or acting and modeling. I'm like, how useless do you think I am?
Oh my gosh, you're like, I'm offended.
Well, at the same time, I was going through the question. It's like, are you willing to go into extreme hot or extreme cold conditions? I put no. And said, do you want to be indoors or outdoors or both? And I said, indoors only. And then it said, do you want to do like manual labor, like lifting 20 to 50 pounds? And would you be willing to crouch down on your hands and knees? And I said, no.
Hell no.
There would be a specific career occupation that would require some time on my knees, and it's not going to be anything like that. Rated R. And then it literally had like 800 something occupations, and then first time I answered it, there was zero, like for me.
You're like, oh, well
And
then.
I was like, no, no. I'm like fucking thinking I'm Oprah Winfrey. I'm like, no, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that either. Oh,
Come
do I want to
on,
do I
Oprah.
want to lead people? Hell no. Do I want to am I a good listener? Will I follow a rule if I don't believe in? Fuck no.
You're like, I do my best.
And one of the options actually was like a advocate or like social advocate. And it's like that would be like nice and all, but it comes with a lot of bad things, like being threatened and being like persecuted because you're trying to like make a statement about a group of people that are marginalized. And it's like I might be marginalized like in like my technical whatever identity, but it doesn't mean I have to live like that, you know? Like
Exactly.
I've always found it easier to like blend in with like the like normal people or whatever, you know, like I have always been way too scared to go extreme like into like, you know, advocacy and stuff because I'm just scared for my safety and I know that I don't believe in guns. I wouldn't be able to like shoot someone if they tried to shoot me or like, you know, I'm I just wouldn't want to do that. So I just try to like you know, make no noise, and I just take my little gay ass wherever I gotta go and then go home.
Same.
But that's okay, because I'm a homebody, you know? Why didn't it give me any career choices like AT&T, remote, like call center job? Like that, I don't have to live to do that, and that would be better than a
Mm.
grocery clerk.
I'd rather be a grocery clerk, to be honest.
Oh my God, but the phone thing probably pays more,
It probably does, but I feel like
but
a lot of people
slightly.
like I feel like people have to deal with like people screaming at them all the time, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Now, have you seen like the call center like TikToks with that like one gay guy? And they're like, I want to speak to your manager. He goes, no. Click. And he's like, girl, don't try me today. You want to try me? You don't want to try me. That would be
Yeah,
probably me.
there's this other guy that I followed, and he would like, he's perfectly at like muting himself to be able to say what he wants really quick, like so the customer doesn't hear them. It is like pretty hilarious. You could be like, "Come on, you stupid ass! No, you're doing great."
I think even though me and you are pretty similar, we got different personality types because I've had, and it says that a person that has a job rather than a career. If you have a job, you're likely to change your like career path or whatever you want to call it, like up to 15 times in like a modern day like person's life. But if you're like a career person, like it's likely that you're gonna be in that like really long term.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then I was like thinking, I was like scrolling through the thing and I was like, where is podcaster? Where is like social media creator or something? And that
You're
wasn't
like
there.
content creator. Come on now.
I feel like that is like is a career path if you like stick with it and let something happen.
Yeah, it's a competitive like market, I think, but it's definitely possible.
But when you're like unlike a lot of other people that you know, in some ways that kind of makes it easier because you're like someone that's unique. Like if you ever watch like TLC, it's always like the my 100 or 600 pound life. It's like the 1,000 pound sisters. It's like my husband's not gay. It's like all these unique, different, weird situations that you wouldn't always have heard about otherwise, or people that you wouldn't otherwise watch, you know, because these are not glamorous people. Like, think about like the Duggars and like all of that kind of stuff. It's like, okay, that one less so because like anybody can go out and have however many kids and counting, you know. But
Mm-mm.
and I
Yes,
like to feel like I'm a little bit unique and you are too.
we are all unique in our own way. Because if we were the same person, life would be boring.
It's all about your perception and how you
Except,
perceive the world. I just happen to perceive the world as judgmental and rude and condescending, stuck up. But maybe it's just because I live in the Bay Area. Because when I lived in Monterey, it didn't feel like that.
yeah, it really does it over here.
No, no. And it's
It,
not like, because this is a land of Apple and like all the tech people that are trying to compete to get themselves to the top. And it's like in Monterey, it was like, let's go freaking like look at the whales. Let's go look at the beach. Let's go to, you
me,
know, your favorite place, Big Sur.
man, I would love to go back.
Do you remember what your first time at Big Sur was or no?
I remember taking it little by little because the road freaked me the fuck out. climbing the mountain after like Bixby, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna turn around. This is freaking me out.
So
Then
wouldn't
now
stick with Point Lobos.
I went to Point Lobos a lot, but now it's just like super crowded, and there's just way too many people
And when you went to
nowadays.
Point Lobos, did you park on the side of the road?
When we were kids, no, but when we
It
were a little
wasn't that
older,
crazy.
wasn't that crazy because you were also able to park on both sides of the road.
Oh,
But you could only park on the side closest to the park itself, but not on the
hmm.
other side.
I'm
Because
only asking. Oh, go
people would
ahead.
be running like across the road, and that was like super dangerous. I think that's why they closed one side off.
But then also, if there's not enough parking, it makes one want to park in a non-parking spot, almost like they might get stuck in a ditch.
Yeah,
I
dumbass.
may, I may have been like 2 centimeters away from hitting a tree, and then I
My
called the
God.
cops.
You're like, broski, help me.
I called the cops, and I was like, "Can someone help me?" And the cop came, and he was like looking. He was like, "This, this was not a parking spot, right?" And I was like,
My
"I know."
God.
He's like, "There's a sign that you saw right there that says this is not a parking spot, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Sorry, can't help you." And then just
My
left pretty
God.
much after it taking him like an hour. And then I had to call a tow truck. But luckily, they didn't have to like tow me anywhere. They just had to get me out of said ditch. Because I'm a dumb son of a glitch.
Only you, bestie.
I know. And that was the one time I tried to go out and be independent, and that scared me, and I never did it again.
No, for me, it's like I stayed at home on my day off once. Fucking hated it.
That
I'm
was the
like, how?
one day I wanted to try something new, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, one time. And you're like, I'm
And
just gonna go get food and go home.
where else was I gonna park? If I would have known better, I could have like went into the park and enjoyed my time and then came back and got towed out of the ditch.
You should have.
Well, I was just like, I don't know. And then I was like asking like people on the road because they would stop and try to help, or no, they were not stopping to try and help, they were parking. And I was like, "Can you get me out of this ditch?" And they're like, "No, I'm
Oh my
not gonna
gosh.
drive your car, out of a ditch."
Yeah, I've kind of like the liability.
Yeah. And I was like, "Please, please, it's not even my
You're like,
car."
you're like, I don't care.
That was the
It's
worst part
like,
of it, is it wasn't even my car, it was Daniel's, but
my God.
nothing got hit, and so everything was fine.
His car was fine after it was taken out.
Yeah, no scratches or anything. It's like the Lord was with me on that day.
Does he know?
Yes, because I told him. I was on the phone with him, and he was like, "What?"
Oh my God, you're a dingus.
"I'm only a baby. I'm only 32."
Just a little baby. Just a little baby.
"I just went to a little tiny ditch in a car that I don't
Whoops.
own." Well, no, it was more like because I went backwards. Like, because
Yeah.
I was reversing, trying to like parallel park, and then like I went back too much, and then all of a sudden everything went rah.
That's worse than I thought it was gonna be.
So yeah, I pressed on the brake, and luckily I was like this far from hitting the tree that was behind me under the ditch.
That makes a lot of sense because I thought you went into the ditch like forward.
But no, nope, I went backwards. So that's how it was.
That is too. That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
I wish I was. Well, I wish I didn't do it at all, but I would have rather went forward because you know how scary. Because see what's behind you. You don't know how far you're gonna go down.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm like, oh, a roller coaster. Bring Disneyland to me.
Man, if we were hanging out that day, that would have been hilarious.
We've been like those people that those TikToks where they're like,
When somebody did this thing, they were like, if you get into an accident, does your radio still continue to play?
oh,
And this person's like, it does. It does keep playing. It
but
doesn't stop.
if you do it right, your horn will honk and it won't stop
That's
because
true.
that's the airbag.
You're like, "Zoop."
Learned all about that in my smart car.
You and that little
My
clown
dumb
car.
car. It
I
was
call
a
it your little.
clown car because it was so tiny, but then like 8 clowns could have came out of it. It was so roomy.
That's hilarious,
Well, like not
actually.
roomy, but like for 2 people, they could easily fit in there. And I mean, if you're sensitive about like homosexuality and you're a straight man, I would not recommend getting into the car with me because our thighs will touch.
No, I was like, how is this relating to anything? Then you made sense. I'm like, oh.
There he goes. He's
I'm
trying to
like,
tell
ooh.
us something. I know it.
He's trying to make sense, I promise.
Or like, when I have to turn my key, it's gonna like graze the guy's knee, or like,
You're like, oh, I'm
whoa,
sorry.
I'm just so sorry.
Come
I
here
may have gotten this
often?
car on purpose.
Oh
Oh,
no. What
their
will I
face is like
do?
right here. I'm like, this is so not gay.
You're like, not gay.
We should be in a pickup truck. That'd be more like it.
This is my Ford F-150. Did I sound butch enough?
Oh my God. No,
I did my
you
best,
don't.
actually. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so it sounds like you wouldn't lift anything or get down on your knees or go out in the freezing cold or like
The
extreme hot.
freezing cold, maybe, because I have all the blankets.
What would you do, like ice fishing or something?
That or like go see the penguins.
That's not a job.
Oh.
Unless you're like one of them
What
animal people.
what if I become a National Geographic photographer? You know?
Oh my
Got
gosh. That would be,
imagine imagine?
I could see you for that.
I think that's like such a highly competitive um thing.
Is Sir David Attenborough alive or dead?
I think he's actually, side note before I get into that, he's actually the brother of the old man on Jurassic Park.
Why did I think when I saw it, I thought they were the same person? I
They're
was like,
actually
wasn't he
different.
in Jurassic Park?
The guy that says "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and then David Attenborough, they're brothers. The guy that does uh
Like the animal or like nature shit
the
stuff.
documentaries. Yeah, dude, I love watching that stuff.
There you see in their natural habitat. 2 stoners.
No, no, the best time to watch those kind of documentaries like that's Jesus, sorry, the hiccups. Like the anything about space and anything about sorry, makeup. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Why are you looking at me like that?
My God. Look, my phone it's like following me, isn't it? Weird.
I'm following
Ooh.
you too.
Ooh. Look, you see the background moving? Thank you, iPhone 17. Shout out.
Yeah, like, hey boy, hey. Wait,
Hey.
so it follows you?
Like, look at it.
That is
Like,
fuck.
it's in the camera. Like, it's unless my actual gimbal is moving, which I don't think so. That's so weird. Congratulations, Apple.
That's actually pretty cool. You can do cute little videos and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. We're like, if you follow me over here, we have this hand. And then if you follow me over here, we have this tree.
And a hand.
Whoa. Yeah, and the hand. Fox in the
Salutations.
hand. So, um, is there, I was gonna say, is there any Bed Bath and Beyond stories you wish to share? And I think I'd rather keep that inside.
I have a lot of like what kind of stories?
I don't want to say any names. Do you have any funny stories about someone that may or may not have been named?
One funny story was when I was ever put into I was always in the fine china department, and then so every time I broke something, which was a lot, apparently,
Me too.
I probably costed that store at least several $100s for the broken china over
Oh
the
my
course of
God.
5.5 years. Like,
Me
hello.
too. Oh
I
my God.
remember I remember one time I was in our the what was it, Kitchen Basics or something, and
That's
there
where
was
most
like
of the stuff breaks at because it's like so like delicate.
yeah, because there was like I broke some Pyrex dishes, I broke some like
Me too. Oh,
um,
many a Pyrex.
glass cups and stuff like that. And one of the managers was like, "I always know where you are because I would hear something break, and then all we hear
Was
it
that
was
said
like,
by someone that rhymes with Larla?
no, what
Oh,
the fuck?" Every time they heard me, so they knew exactly where I was.
was it
Be-
Christina?
oh my god, yes, actually, she was like, "I knew where you were because every time you broke something, it was sorry."
Is that your little like Looney Tunes flag? I'm okay. Like in the ball pit, and I was like, "Are you still there? I'm okay." Okay, let me compose myself.
Yeah, that place was bonkers.
Yeah, I had some good times
Oh
for
man, I had some
sure.
great times. I had some great shifts there, actually.
Yeah, I think I had like good times with everybody. There wasn't like just like it was like crap. I mean, any retail job's gonna be like torture sometimes, but mostly I think that I didn't make any enemies. I didn't make any like big moves or anything. I didn't have any like blowouts like I had with, like my managers that came after that.
Mhm. That
That was
makes a
like the
lot of sense.
last time that I went into like a building and I felt like I was like respected and taken seriously and was able to be myself fully and was actually able and given like the like authority to actually like lead and not just like take orders from what is being taking orders from someone and just making like and executing that. Like I was able to like have my own and make my own decisions without being so scared you know
Yeah, it was I miss working there sometimes, but not like all the time.
yeah. And honestly, like, I always like maybe that's why I stayed so long is because I was a regular employee for like the first 2 years or something, you
Yeah,
know? Because after you turn into a manager, like everything just gets blamed on you. Like, no matter if you did it or not, like, if it was someone else that did something on like on your watch, if it's like one of them things, like if a employee were to like leave like money out on the counter and I didn't see it and it was there like overnight or something. That never happened, but I'm just like saying like it's like someone could do that and you could not even realize it, but you could still get in trouble because you're the boss.
because you should be paying attention to all things, but it's like I'm
Yeah,
also
that's
only
impossible,
human.
especially when you're spread so thin, like I especially was at Blossom Hill store,
Yeah, that
you
I
know.
remember working there too, and I worked there like once a week, and every time I was there, I had to refill their soda stream, and I would empty out
Oh my God.
anywhere from like 5 to 6 boxes because I think they had two of those little stands.
Hmm.
I filled it up so crazy, and like the stock rooms were absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way you guys can function properly. And like
No.
I remember having to toss like so much like signage that was like no longer in use, and they kept taking the stuff out of the trash and putting it on the side. I'm like, dude, like the Wamsuda towels, like I kept like
You're like, there's
I
pee on them.
no, they're like the Wamsuda towels thing. They had like the banners for them still. And I'm like, bro, I threw this away yesterday. Like, what the hell are you
Yeah,
doing?
that's not even a brand anymore. Or like it
Exactly.
was, they just weren't at Bed Bath, probably.
But not anymore at all. There was only an exclusive. You
What?
know. Yep.
Everybody loved them towels.
I did too, actually.
I have one still, and it's like one of them Turkish whatevers, and it's like I call it my Oprah towel because it's like a really huge towel. I remember at some point she was talking like, "Oh, I only use these body towels or whatever," and I feel like Oprah every time I'm in it because it's so warm, it's so cozy, and so thick,
You feel
soft.
it like Oprah. I love bread.
Sweet potato. Do you remember when she said that? And then when she was like, Gail, what's up with your knees? It's like Ash Wednesday.
People are just roasting each other, and it's hilarious.
Oh, sweet potato.
But yeah, what is one funny interaction you've had at Beth?
I'm thinking of one. It may
PG,
be
man. This has
it
got to
may
be
be hard
PG.
to say because I am such a soft soul.
My choir has these shirts, and I bought one. I think I was cool. I was coerced into it, actually.
Well, isn't it like a uniform?
No,
Oh.
it's nice quality at least.
How much was it?
$15, I think.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's pretty cheap. I was expecting it to be a lot more.
I think the sweatshirts were like 25 or something like that.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
It really isn't. It's like
I want to be a
typical.
part of a choir. Do you ever feel like Sister Act when you're in there? Do you guys ever like clap when you sing?
No, I think that's more
Like
like
joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. I love that song actually. God of glory, Lord of love.
that's actually quite hilarious. But like
I
we're moving.
auditioned for the like beginning solo and I didn't freaking get it and I was pissed.
When I had a solo about like, come back here.
Whoa,
Come. I had a solo. I had a solo about 4 years ago,
driving
and
solo.
I think it was automatically mine because like
No
I
one
was the
wanted
only
it.
person. I was the only person that auditioned, and the only person that had enough
Chutzpah.
skills.
Did you have the chutzpah?
Bah.
Everyone else was in a kerfuffle. And you had the chutzpah.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Given that this what? No water here, only vodka or sweet tea.
Just kidding.
Since this is called the Ghoul Next Door after all.
It's an ingredient of vodka.
Did you think our trip to see like where Scream was kind of filmed was a failure or a minor success?
Minor success
Yeah,
because
because I feel like it was still a good adventure and still so cool to at least be like on the grounds, even though it wasn't like all the way in. And there's no way that me or you was gonna disrespect someone's property like that to like post it on the internet for then the managers of the mansion to see and be like, oh, you wanted to come here for free, you wanted to break our rules, well then you're not invited, you know?
oh, then I'll be like, wow, bro, I'm
But I'm
just a
sorry, if there
lady.
wasn't like a such severe gate, like I probably would have went through. But the second that there was like a sign, it's like trespassers will be prosecuted, and there was like barbed wire, but the gate was open. It was like asking for someone to escape from the prison, and like they walk through that gate, and then it's like, like I was so scared. And I wouldn't have blended in with the workers that were working on the property. I would not have blended in with them. I'm like going with a shovel, like just getting closer and closer to Stu's house. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'll just dig right over here.
Make it look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just here to supervise. You get that rock out of there, put it over there.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Move this project to the Stumacher house at once.
You didn't get the joke. Oh my god.
What? I didn't wait, what?
Tired of this, Grandpa. Well, let's do it in bed. Holes? Bro, you've
I
not.
remember holes, yeah. Like Shia LaBeouf.
As I should.
Did
Oh,
you know he's
keep
like
digging.
Catholic now?
Who?
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBouffe? Shia? Shia? Sorry.
More like Shia LaBeouf.
Yep.
He's like Catholic now. He wants to be like the Pope, I think. No, I just saw like
Interesting.
some video where he was meeting with the Pope and like talking about like Catholic stuff, like, and he was like saying that he converted or something, which all more power to him. Religion's fine, you know. Like I have no issue with that if that's what he wants to do to find peace and solace in his life, because let's face it, he was a little wild.
He was a little crazy guy.
Yeah. Like a little bit like, Mel Gibson-ish, and we don't like that. We don't need Mel Gibson or like Nicolas Cage crazy anymore.
Oh,
Or
no,
Gary
exactly.
Gary Busey.
Oh, well, he actually has somewhat of an excuse for
I
being kind
my
of crazy.
boyfriend just said that yesterday. I don't know why I've been talking about Gary Busey.
Oh my gosh. Well, he kind of like acts crazy because he
He was in
suffered
like a
like,
motorcycle accident.
yeah, because and he was also not like wearing a helmet and that caused like a
Yeah.
severe traumatic brain injury.
And then I told Daniel, that doesn't explain his teeth. And he's like, actually, yes, it does. I'm like, oh.
Poor Gary Busey over here is getting attacked. He's not even doing anything wrong. This guy. I always, but I did kind of know that something was off though.
I'm sorry, I'm being like insensitive, but like,
Yeah, goddamn.
no, well, like, there are lots of people with traumatic brain injuries that never mind. I'm not even gonna go there because I don't have one, so I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not a doctor, but I will tell you that Tylenol gives me autism. Okay, cut that. Cut
take the
that out.
take the Tylenol PM. Autism at night.
No.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what's he saying?
Is that from Family Guy?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a clip from Family Guy, and it's Gary Busey, and he's talking to.
Oh my God, I remember, and he has a big ass mouth.
Oh man,
I don't
Oh
know
my
who
God.
your friend is.
my boyfriend says hi.
Hi,
He
how are
says hi too.
you?
How are you? He says doing pretty well. Yeah.
Tell him I hope nothing that you tell him I say offends him.
I got you on earphones, my friend.
Okay. I don't want to make anybody upset because I really am a nice person.
You're
I'm
like,
just a
I'm a
little bit
nice.
of whack job.
You're just like, I just need to crash out.
I am Gary Busey. It's not my fault.
Valid crash outs. Valid.
My mom dropped me several times as an adult.
An adult
I know, it was rude.
drop kicks your ass. Like
She would too. But sometimes that's
my
what we
mom would
need.
too. I was like, Mom, you know how you told me as a kid? You brought me into this world and you could take me out? Can you take me out?
Now I have post-traumatic Down syndrome. Hey, that was already on TV, and that was like a funny clip. You remember that?
Like the Hurricane Katrina. More like Tortilla.
Oh my.
Road work ahead. Yeah. I sure hope it does. You don't remember that Vine?
No, I never had Vine. I didn't have really a smartphone until like probably 2013.
You could probably still find it somewhere. But
They're
like
the short little tiny videos, huh?
yeah. Like road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. And then I quote that every time I see a roadwork sign. And then I was at Big Sur yesterday, and they have a road work ahead sign right before the where the road is closed. And I was like, road work ahead? No, it isn't.
Evil afoot.
Evil afoot.
Dang it, I was gonna make a haha funny, but then I forgot it.
So, dude, they're gonna open up the road again in March, hopefully.
Where?
Hey, Big Sur, remember they had like a really bad landslide?
Oh,
Yeah.
still the one from like 2 years or 3 years ago?
Yes, dude.
The one from during the pandemic?
No, I think that one's all good to go.
Because
No,
didn't
that
it
was something
happen
different.
twice?
It was from like 2023, actually.
Now I remember what I was gonna say. How's your head?
It's still in my brain.
Oh,
Gooch. Doing good,
it's a reference to RuPaul if anyone watches Drag Race, because you said, "How's your head?" and you're supposed to say, "Haven't had any complaints."
Oh my god. That went over
No.
my head.
Well, that's funny because it also went over one of the Queen's heads, and like on different episodes, RuPaul was like, "How's your head?" and the person was like, "Oh, it's fine. I just been kind of," and they weren't getting it, and so Ru would ask it every like episode. And one episode, RuPaul was like, "Hey, how's your head?" and she goes, "Fine." And then RuPaul just started dying laughing. That was one of my favorite scenes. But it's supposed to be about horror. Why are you frozen?
No, it says recording stopped. We're sorry we had to stop the recording because
You're
there's a
frozen.
change.
Hello.
Oh, what the hell? Hold up.
What happened?